Mountain Dew set up right next to him.
What are you going to?
Go watch a movie.
Oh, gotcha. All right, here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to the Nickel Blitz podcast. I'm joined by Garvey and Kevin. I'm Branson. We're gonna get right into it. Let's talk about I believe it was week 8. Yes, week 8. I would like to talk first about the Packers Cardinals game and how the receiver, I believe it was AJ Green, didn't even look at the ball that was thrown his way. Do you guys remember that play?
Yeah, I guess AJ Green thought it was probably just a run play, or that he just didn't think it was coming his way, so he didn't put his head around it. It looks like he went for a block. Like it didn't look like he expected to be involved in the play at all. That's a tough play. You can't blame it all on one play for the entire game, but they definitely could have won it, but they ended up losing it. But the Packers played pretty well, without Devontae Parker, or not Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And all their starting receivers. So Randall Cobb stepped up and he played pretty well.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that game, Kevin? Did you watch?
I took a peek at it. I didn't feel like Kyler Murray didn't play real well. Like
No.
the defense did step up. 2 interceptions. Something's going on here with the Cardinals.
I think he's starting to struggle a little bit, so it's something to keep an eye on. And he's been injured. It looks like so. Yep. I think he's been playing through it as well. So I just I don't know. Either teams are starting to combat him really well, or he's struggling, or he's hurting. I don't know.
From what I remember, it was his shoulder, and it was the same shoulder he injured a season ago, and he wasn't really the same after that. And then he just had an ankle injury recently. So
yeah, I swear it looks like he's limping every play.
Yeah, he hasn't had a rushing touchdown for a while.
He's not rushing at all. Like he's really not rushing for a lot of.
So
and maybe that's just an offensive scheme, but it's not something you'd expect.
Yeah. So that's tough to see. Also, we saw
big win for the Packers, though.
Sorry?
Big win for the Packers.
Yeah.
Can't be understated. That's a big for seeding and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. You're killing a division rival, and I don't think the Cardinals are going to be as good going forward.
That loss for the Cardinals opens up a good shot for the Rams to take that NFC West. So,
God, that is a tough division.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, OBJ's gonna go to the Rams.
Yeah, I mean he could go to the Rams, but he could go to the Chiefs too. Chiefs need to.
Well, okay, so the report is that he's gonna be able to hit free agency and not get claimed off the waiver wire because of his contract stuff, whatever, blah blah blah. So he's going to be able to choose his team. So I think that changes everything rather, obviously, I don't think a non-playoff team was going to claim him, but this doesn't make it to where whoever has the lowest waiver wire who wants him is going to get him. This makes it to where OBJ can say, I want to play here. This is the quarterback I want. He can do just about whatever he wants, take as much money he wants. So I think he'll probably just sign a 1 year, 3-4 million around there probably, and
Buccaneers
play it out.
Bucks, yeah. I mean, Bucks are so.
I doubt it.
I don't know if that's even necessary, to be honest.
Rams are actually a solid an option. They got rid of their vertical threat, which is Deshaun Jackson. I think Colts are a big one. Mm-hmm. Are we trying to get into this right now? Or are we waiting on this?
What's up, baby?
Are we trying to talk about this right now, or do you want to wait and go back into our?
No, let's hit it now. This is big news.
He's gonna go to the Bills.
Somehow, I don't know how Bills are like third in odds to get OBJ. I don't understand it, but hey, knock that shit off over there.
Yeah, I muted that.
Yeah, so I don't know how the Bills are third in odds. I doubt we get them. If we did, it would, now that it's a free agent signing, it could happen. But we just have a lot of receivers. Even adding him would be tough, I feel like. So
I think that would make the offense worse in a weird way. I think they have a flow going right now.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work. If we took him, I love OBJ. I still think he's got it. So, I would take him. But I would look for a team like the Colts to add him, where it's just like Pascal had a really good game, but it's really just what's his name? Michael Pittman. He's the guy over there, and I would love to see a really good solid number 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, Colts are looking really good for sure. Other games last week, Saints got that win over the Buccaneers. That was a weird game.
Saints always beat him in the regular season for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but
Kamara looked amazing in that game. First game, I thought he looked like Kamara of old.
yeah, I just whenever it's a regular season thing. I mean, it happened last year, and then the Bucks beat him in the playoffs. So I don't know.
Chiefs edge out a win on the injured reserve Giants. Their practice squad. They beat them by 3. Completely forgot about that game, but I mean, Giants, just like most of the injury report you see online now, it's half of it's the Giants receiving core. I don't know what's wrong with the Chiefs at all. I mean, if we can just pivot to next week now. I mean, the Chiefs. I can't even find their game yet. Do you know who they're playing, or do they have a? They don't have a bye.
They play
Packers.
the Packers.
No.
Yeah, they're going to be playing the Aaron Rodgers-less Packers, but they get Adams back, and I don't know if they're getting anyone else back. So
Jordan Love's going to make a come in. He's going to go boom bang. He's going to be the starting quarterback.
Oh, Scantling is also activated from the IR.
He's going to kick Aaron Rodgers out.
Yeah,
and that's what they drafted him for.
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen this season, but
no.
Kevin, what's I want you to diagnose the Chiefs right now. What's wrong with the Chiefs?
Man, there's so many problems with the Chiefs. I don't know if it comes down to the O-line, but my man Patty Mahomes is just playing terrible. I feel like ever since Andy Reid was hospitalized, everything just went to shit. You remember that early in the season?
What does that have to do with this?
Dude, I think he lost brain cells or something in the hospital. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wow. That doesn't even make. Yeah. All right. Well, and that's affecting Patrick Mahomes' play.
Yes, it is, dude. Him and Andy Reid are like yin and yang. When one does bad, it throws everything out of.
Well, he is the
order.
offensive play caller, so whatever he does call is going to affect that offense.
But did he call the pass where Mahomes didn't look at his receiver for no reason and then threw an interception?
Patrick Mahomes is making different reads, and teams are daring him to throw it deep by giving him, or they're not daring him; they're protecting themselves against him throwing deep by putting 2 deep safeties, and he's still throwing it deep. So he just needs to check down. They need to start making plays, which they have and they use all the time, like their screen passes and their sweeps. Just take what's given to you, because they could have easily done that all night against the Giants, and they didn't. Patrick Mahomes is trying to make hero plays every play. He looks like Josh Allen year 1. Josh Allen just tried to air it out, make a play when there wasn't a play.
And you started on defense. That's even terrible.
Is pretty bad. They did add Melvin Ingram to their defense pass rush, but that doesn't necessarily help their secondary or even Melvin Ingram's not incredible in the run game. I think he's just going to be a pass rusher on, passing downs. He's going to be someone who goes in and comes out. He's not going to be, I don't think he's going to be 100% of a starter on that defensive line.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to watch as a Kelsey owner. I hope he needs check downs. He needs Kelsey to really step up, and
they double team Kelsey. That was another thing. The Giants double team Kelsey, and it really worked.
Yeah, and then he fumbled. Cut off the deep pass of Tyreek Hill, and you double Kelsey. And yeah, the check down is the answer, and the running game's the answer a bit more.
If they're gonna double team Kelsey and play 2 deep safeties, you need to start making plays for Tyreek Hill screens. You need Demarcus Robinson just kind of sitting in a like a little flat, or check your down to your running back, but. They'll figure it out. I still have faith in that team. They're too talented not to win. But the way they're playing now, you really don't know if they will win. So
no, they look really rough right now.
I'm more inclined to take the Packers with Jordan Love than I am to take the Chiefs. Yeah,
dude. Honestly, I feel like Patty Mahomes, dude, he has to deal with his wife and his brother on them talks. You see the video where he's just having dinner?
Yeah, his family matters aside. God damn it, Kevin. Looking forward, Bills should be able to handle the Jags. This could be a CMC return game against the Patriots. Patriots do typically lock up that number 1 receiver and dare teams to run on them. I don't know if he'll be at 100%. I don't really know his injury. They've been pretty tight-lipped about it. It looks to be a game time decision, but
Yeah,
the
there's
Panthers
gonna
won't fire him up if he's not 100%
yeah,
ready.
they did activate him, so if he's not playing this week, he's gonna play next week,
Yeah.
as long as he doesn't get injured again. I'm expecting for them, even if he does play, go on a not necessarily a limited pitch count, but to not get 40 carries a game like he would normally do, or 40 touches a game.
No.
Maybe around 15. I think they've started trusting Chuba a little bit more.
Mhm.
I don't know. Chuba's still definitely not going to get a ton of touches this next game. He'll get significantly less. I think he had his most last game.
Yeah.
He had 24 carries. That's not going to happen. I think you'll see around 10 to 15 at the most.
He'll be the AJ Dillon guy. I don't think Christian McCaffrey comes back and he's
Barring any injuries.
3 down back, getting work in the receiving game. I think he'll need a little bit of a break. And I think we're seeing a change in the meta of the NFL too. You saw what happens to Derrick Henry. You give the man 35 carries a game, he's going to wear down. I just think committee running backs typically will just be healthier long term, and you're not really giving running backs these huge contracts anymore. So the Kamaras, the CMCs, these might be the last types of the dynamic playmaker at the halfback position. That is, you're getting 30, 40 carries to every game, and you're hanging your coat on in terms of your offense. So kind of kind of weird, kind of unfortunate that position too, volatile in the injury department. So it sucks that going forward they might not get these huge contracts. Yeah, I mean, just tough to see. So I don't know. Like if they come in and they think they have playoff aspirations, I just don't see them using CMC like they used to, and they should definitely utilize Hubbard because he's shown flashes of being really, really pretty good, or at least usable.
Yeah, he's going to be a good complimentary back to Christian McCaffrey. Although I'm going to send it to Kevin here in a second to see what he thinks, but I kind of disagree. I think if there's going to be a player that is like a Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, they're going to force feed him because they know the life expectancy of a running back in the NFL isn't long. So they're going to use them while they can. So okay. I would just expect them to, if you draft a player like Saquon, like Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, they're going to get used and abused. And then they will get paid. Those types of players will get paid. They won't get a super long contract, but they will get, $20 million a year at least.
Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes, but I definitely see it as being, I think the Kamara, CMC, Derrick Henry era kind of is coming to an end in terms of that.
Well,
lone playmaker.
You're seeing it. You're seeing like over the years, you're seeing the usage of running backs go down because it's a passing league now. That's why it's only like 4 running backs that you would be like, I would pay. Aaron Jones is as well as in there. He got paid this offseason, I believe.
I think they're being smart with Aaron Jones though, because I mean they are a pass-centric offense, but they are utilizing AJ Dillon. He didn't get a lot of use in some weird games this season, but for the most part, he's seeing 7 to 15 carries just depending on game script. And I think Aaron Jones has been perfectly healthy in comparison to all these other running backs, with the exception of Kamara, essentially, have been hurt a lot too. Although they did use the committee in Cleveland, and everyone and their parents got injured and twisted some ankle or calf.
Yeah, injuries are going to happen in this game.
Yeah.
But I want to see, Kevin, what do you think with superstar running backs? And
well, if you're as good as Adrian Peterson, you can play on any team and come back at any time. It sucks what happened to Derrick Henry, but injuries do happen.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry will be back. He's not even out for the season, luckily, for the Titans especially. And it's a longer season. No, he's expected to miss 6 to 10 weeks.
That's terrible.
The Titans can string together enough games to even make it worth him coming back.
And they have some big wins. So as long as they keep it up, they can have a good seed. I think they are the number 1 seed in the AFC right now. I think
could be sneakily good for them in a backward way. It's not good losing Derrick Henry, obviously. But the small positive is open up Tannehill, open up Julio Jones and AJ Brown, and see what you have.
Yeah,
and hopefully see what your depth receivers are like too, because I just don't agree with running your 250-pound back 35 times a game, even if it gets you wins. I just don't think that's Good, because his
It's just
injury wasn't a brute force injury, right? It was just a wear and tear injury.
I don't know what the exact thing was. I think it was his ankle.
Mhm.
That was his foot.
I thought it was his foot.
Was it his
I thought it
foot?
was a bone in his foot that essentially that is an injury that is like a usage injury. It's from overwork. It's from stressing that out too often. And obviously he's huge, so that puts more stress. It's a injury receivers often will get. That's information I was gathering from fantasy doctors over on YouTube. And they were like, it's going to be longer for Derrick Henry to get back relative to what receivers usually see because he's so much larger than an average receiver.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not it's never good giving someone who's going to get hit every play, 40 touches. But when he's the best player in on the football field, arguably, it's the game plan.
Mhm.
I don't know what his contract's like. I don't know if he's been paid recently. I'm actually curious to see what his is, but he's got the talent for it and he's got it. Yeah, he signed a 4-year, 50 million, 12 million signing bonus. Let's see, when was this? In 2020. So
Okay. Yeah. He's
or
gone
maybe
for a
it was
while.
in 2021, right before 2021, because it's the big money started hitting in 2021.
I think you're right. Yeah. So he signed through 2023, hits unrestricted free agency
And
24.
see, like he's not going to be super old at 2020 or let's say 2024 when he's an unrestricted free agent, but they're stopping him right when he hits age 30, so they
Yep.
don't have to give him, if he's not producing, they're not going to pay him.
Yeah. Happy for him. He's getting his contract because obviously foot injuries
He could
for
have gotten
big
so much
guys
more.
just
He
like
could have gotten some more.
maybe, but just with the climate of the league and how it's all changed, maybe he couldn't.
Oh, I just mean like if he would have did this last year, what he's doing now
Oh,
last year,
yeah.
he would have been, instead of making 12, maybe he's making 14. I guess when I said $20 million a year, I don't know if running backs are there yet. I don't know. I'll have to go look at other contracts.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can make a separate video on analyzing some of the like the future of the NFL and see kind of where we think it's going. To round out the week though, some couple
I
kind of
want to,
interesting games
yeah.
going on. Did you have one that you have in mind?
I don't even know who they're playing right now. I don't see theirs just yet. But the Rams adding Von Miller this week. Oh, they play the Titans.
Titans,
Perfect segue.
Yep.
They add Von Miller, and that's something. Good Lord, Purdue's
The
about to
beast.
beat Michigan State, but
Hmm.
they add Von Miller to that line, and I'm excited to see what this team's gonna do. This could be the favorite in the NFC now. That's a huge addition.
And then they're gonna add
So
OBJ.
good.
And if they add OBJ, like that's another boost on offense too.
That'd be an amazing call, Kev. I haven't heard anyone say that, but that would be amazing if he went there.
If
It's
there's a team that's just like throwing caution in the wind right now, it's the Rams. They are throwing away all their draft picks to win Super Bowls. Like this year, next year kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like
you're in that new city too, so like you want to make a splash, you want to get people excited about you. No better way to
Make
get
money.
a bunch of big names, big money, win
And
that
if
Super Bowl.
Make the playoffs go through you too. They're 7-1 right now. Now they're tied with the Cardinals. They did lose to the Cardinals their first game, so they will have to. Don't play them again until December 13th. So they had a lot of time to game plan for them. And the way the Cardinals are looking, maybe the Cardinals are going to lose a few games.
Yep, and I think they're going to be pretty down bad for a while because Hopkins hasn't been fully healthy either. So I'm kind of predicting the 49ers maybe to surprise some people this game. They need to just give the ball to Elijah Mitchell a lot more. He's just been fantastic. Deebo Samuel's been fantastic. The defense always typically looks really good. I think Cardinals are going to struggle for a little bit, but they'll make the playoffs, and if they're healthy, they should be able to just about be able to beat anyone. But still tough. They have to face some pretty tough teams.
When you say Elijah Mitchell, are you talking about the 49ers?
Yeah, 49ers. I was saying
Okay.
49ers against.
Okay, yeah, because they're playing the Cardinals, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I just making sure.
Because after you brought up Cardinals, because I do think 49ers will take a W here. Yeah, and do you want to look any other games, Kevin? Do you have a game you want to bring up?
Yes, dude. The freaking Jets and Bengals. I am proud of the Jets. They stuck it
Okay,
through.
from last week.
Kevin White is a beast. All right.
Kevin White? Is his name Kevin White?
No, it's Mitch White or Mike
Mitch
White or
White.
something like that. Mike
Yeah,
Yeah,
White.
something like
Mike
that.
White.
Anyways, I don't know why I thought Kevin White, but
Kevin White,
great
the
win for the
receiver.
Bengals.
Kevin White's a receiver for the
Yeah,
Saints.
Mike White. God damn.
Honestly,
What do
he
you-
might replace the one and only.
Zachary Wilson.
He sucks. He's garbage.
It's hindsight. Like this could be a really bad draft pick for the Jets, and it could really hurt them or haunt them for a few seasons. Because if White is the guy and he is good, I'm not going to go all in on a guy after one game.
No.
He's shown some pretty good things though, so maybe he is that guy. But if Zach Wilson isn't that guy, and you got this guy from that the Dallas Cowboys drafted in like 2019 or something like that, 2020, whatever it was, like. Well, you wasted a first round draft pick, and then you can go even farther hindsight, start looking who did we not take throughout this draft who's really excelled, and you can see, well, we made a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, it's just another in a long line of bad picks for the Jets. I feel like they need to they need to accept that they can't draft themselves, go draft someone else's quarterback through trade, and send away some future picks and just grab someone else that is already succeeding.
If they believe this guy's the guy, build around him. That's all I gotta say.
Should have
Yeah.
just kept Sam Darnold, honestly.
Sam Darnold's been kind of struggling too, so I don't know.
And Sam Darnold looked like Tom Brady the first 3 weeks.
Ceiling just doesn't look super high. I don't know what we'll see how he is back with Christian McCaffrey so long as he plays, but he doesn't look like he's the quarterback to win you the Super Bowl. Like he needs a super supportive cast, and then he's probably going to need a good defense to get you there.
And they do have that when healthy. They've not all been together for long. When they have been together, Darnold's pretty good. Hopefully McCaffrey can come back healthy, and we'll see what they're able to do. But yeah, any other games, boys?
No, not really. I mean,
You want to watch the Falcons Saints? That looks like.
I think no.
Texans Dolphins. Yeah, that's not one I'm going to be like super excited for.
Bengals Browns is a pretty interesting one, but I think this could be a game the Browns actually win. Even you want to like tell yourself it's going to be the Bengals because it should be the Bengals, but
yeah.
Let's if the Browns come out and win this game, what's the storyline? It's OBJ's gone. We got to win. So it's something weird like that. It just feels like it's going to happen.
It's a weird situation in the Browns because Baker Mayfield will not be healthy for the rest of the year, basically.
He's throwing like he is healthy though. Like
yeah,
I love Baker Mayfield, but he's struggling.
Yes, big time.
He's struggling. He hasn't really impressed at all. Last year, they had a chance to go to the AFC Championship with Patrick Mahomes out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was their defense that give it up, but they didn't score very many points. Like they kind of struggled. So that team is being held back by quarterback play, in my opinion. So
yeah,
I don't even know if that's really an opinion. I feel like that's that's almost a fact. So,
yeah. I mean, you saw how well the running game went with Dearness Johnson when they rely on that. So maybe just rely on Chubb, Johnson, Kareem Hunt more, and hope Mayfield pans out. Otherwise, maybe they're in the quarterback hunt within the next couple of seasons here because they have some good young talent that they either want to take advantage of or just rebuild.
Kevin.
Yeah.
What do you think?
My game pick of the week is Cardinals and 49ers.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a fun game. George Kittle's coming back.
Ah, yeah.
And I don't know why Jebediah dropped George Kittle. I didn't even know he dropped George Kittle.
I was just talking to Spencer. I was just talking to Spencer. Spencer got him up. Don't even worry about it. Spencer,
damn it, bro. What?
Spencer was like, "Why is he a free agent?" And I was like, "George Kittle's a free agent."
Do I have Travis Kelce? I'm in need of a tight end. Can't fucking believe it.
Crap.
God damn. Send me Kyle Pitts.
Send me a valid trade for him.
Oh,
Jerry Jeudy.
Stop sending me those players.
Jerry Judy's gonna be a beast. Just wait.
I need Rob Gronkowski to come back.
Yeah, I did. What didn't he get hurt again or something? Or he was just
It's back spasm, wherever that is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what you said it was. Back spasms.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
like,
it
who
is.
knows what it is?
Back spasms. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it could be anything.
No. What do you mean it could be anything?
It
It's
could be
back
like
spasms.
a back issue from the
It
front
is
to
a
the
back issue. He's having back spasms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his back could be like grown legs or something, like a back mutation.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning into the Nickel Blitz podcast. If you somehow made it through that, and peace.
Wait.